Hey kids, it's Mark Miller here. We're on our own today. Rory won't be with us. We are continuing our Spike uh, exploring interactive training inside of Visual Studio. We've got an idea for making that work, and we're going after it with a vengeance. Kind of where we are. I've got my to-do list up here. I'm maintaining this in PowerPoint, and as we get items we accomplish items in the list, I just take them off the list here. These are kinds of some of the things that we are working on. I'll show you where we left off yesterday as well. Give this a run, and I did make some changes to this today as well. So one of the things that we created yesterday was a clean mode. So let me add another step up here. These are the different individual steps of the training. Maybe something better than saying next step, something like write the data model out. And this might be a comment, and there might be some example code inside of here, and there might be a step after this. I can click this, go to next step button. There's the next step. We added this clean mode, which basically says, all right, we will make everything be as big as we need to see it, but without all the extra clutter around it. So that's our clean mode. It worked out just the last minute. We got this working, which I liked a lot, making it so that each piece got a sense of how big it was. Just occurred to me on my to-do list, I want to be able to hit page down here, I think, and get down to the next step. I don't think I want page down to, well, maybe I do. Go up and down inside of here, control page down maybe, get to the next step. Maybe I'll add that in my to-do list. Navigate focus among the steps. Lose music already? This is one of the things we saw yesterday. We need to do resyncing when we add or remove a script step control. So when we add a control in the list, we want to do a resync across the board so that all of the next step text is correctly synced up. We also had, let's see, what else do we have here in terms of suggestions? I think I fixed this today. Let's double check that. Let's create this, delete range. Good, if I click on it, that shows that's excellent. And regular links. Do link text there. I think we're okay. We just don't have anything there yet. We click on it, and that's good. And the college show for these. Okay, good. So that one is fixed as well. Tooltips. Oh, we kind of already have this. Get useful tooltip hints when mousing over highlights, highlighted text, and images on the list. Change the link text. Should change all link selections with matching text. Yeah, I'm considering still implementing that. Focus mode. Weirdbeard Dev suggested this yesterday. Kind of an interesting suggestion. So the active script step control has a higher contrast and the others have a lower contrast. That's kind of where we want to go with that. I'm just curious, can we actually implement that now? Let's, we can select the element. Can't really get just the one I want. There it is. I can. Okay. So there's the script stepped editor. Can we grab its properties? Can we change its properties? I want to look for its background. There it is. Can I change this? Do something? Can I type anything in? It looks like I can't. It looks like it's locked.
Hector HSC.
Welcome, Hector. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for showing up. Just trying to see if I can change the background of the selected item. Looks like I can't do that. Looks like there's no way to change it here that I can see. Clicking this says go to source or reset. And I think I tried reset. It seems to be disabled. Only go to source is available. And when I open it up, I get a resource key. So looks like I can't change it live while we're running, at least not through the Property Explorer. We can get a breakpoint in the code here. Let's hook up the callout button up near the top. Mark, where'd you learn how to make all this graphic stuff? Did you write the original Code Rush? I wrote the original Code Rush. I did. And when you say the graphic stuff, yeah, I didn't really learn any place. It's kind of, if you're talking about like my expertise in great design, it's a lot of research. So I'm like looking at studies and looking at biology, human biology, and I'm thinking about it, trying to figure stuff out. So I'm basically, when I do design work, I'm applying what I know there. And then the other thing that's, what I've learned in that space. The other thing I do is I am aware of what's happening in my mind as I'm interacting with it. I'm monitoring where my eye's looking while I'm actually interfacing with it. And I find that that is incredibly useful. That was one of the things that led to clean mode yesterday. I found my eyes really attracted here, here, and here. The repetition was distracting, I was finding, while we were working with it. So we said, let's create a clean mode so we've got just the pieces, the content we want to look at inside of here. And we also, another thing we added is the ability for each piece to size itself based on the data inside of it. Because what you're looking at is just a list box of items, and the items are sizing themselves. We've added this code too. Again, that's based on science of great design principles. Here, I don't want to be reaching for the mouse, scrolling up and down to see it. I don't really want to grab this, even though I add this initially, and resize this each time I make changes so that I can see the whole thing fit. And what instead we did is we made it so that everything just kind of, does this. We still get one scroll bar off to the side, but it's simple. It's just one, as opposed to individual scroll bars in each one of these pieces here. So, yeah. Did I answer your question, Hector? Learn how to make all this graphic stuff. Yeah, I just kind of taught myself is the answer to the question. That's kind of what's going on. So I'm just kind of following the principles of good design, and which kind of keeps me from messing it up. Similarly, in terms of the design of this, we want this to be easy to create multi-step instructions or training, right? Where we generate some code and we maybe have some callouts in that code, right? When that shows up, and we can go through and we just hit enter to go from place to place to place. We're trying to make it easy to create and easy to consume. That's what we're trying to do. All right. I think I'm going to go after focus mode first. And I think I'm going after this second. I think I'm going to do focus mode and then control page up down to navigate focus among the steps. That's kind of where I'm playing with. Now, you know, every time I got to go do a command in Hector says this is impressive. Well, thanks. We're sculpting right now. My absolute, I promise you, my goal is that at the end that this is going to be really, really impressive. That it's going to, my goal is that we create something in about 2 minutes to 5 minutes. We create something. We'll start with some sample code that's already built, but we're just going to paste the sample code. We'll highlight the pieces we want to talk about. We'll add the pieces to the discussion about the parts we want to train in the code. And then we'll generate it and we'll try it. And that's my goal, is like a 2 to 5 minute round trip between idea and then actually being able to try something. And then after that, I want to be able to send this package out to anybody. Send the solution out to anybody and have them run it. If they have Code Rush, they'll be able to then run that training. And I want to be able to that to be quick too. So I want production, content creation, distribution, and consumption to all be easy. That's what my goals are on this. Ultimately, that we're just trying. This is, by the way, I have a combo box for arrows and a combo box for buttons because I've got a lot of these. But for these, I originally started with a combo box and realized, oops, that's a mistake, because it's just too much. You know, click the button, look down for it, click again. And so because I only had 3 of these that were kind of contextually similar, related, I put them just on the toolbar right up at the top there. With regards to this content here, these icons, I just created these here in PowerPoint, and CodeRush has the ability to take images like this and then turn them into XAML. So I can copy this. So this is like a triangle with rounded corners on it, kind of a play button right there. And I can copy that, and then we want to put that somewhere up in this space here. Maybe up next to clean mode is maybe right where we want to do that. So yeah, and I just paste it in. We'll take a look at that right now. It's up here. Can we jump over to the designer? Just got to go click on it. And where's my clean mode button? There it is right there. So we'll put it in front of it. We'll put another button in front of it. Put that button there. BTN play or try now. Maybe we'll call it try now. And in terms of the content, we'll just paste right here. And there's CodeRush doing that pasting for me. It's giant, so we'll need to, oh, look at this. There's also a problem with the outer edge of this, it looks like. Hold on, let's undo this paste a second. Let's go zoom in over here. Oh yeah, look at that. Interesting, I didn't know CodeRush actually got the outline style. More lines. What? That's really interesting. It got the compound type there. Look at that. That's impressive. I didn't know that was transferable across. That's what I really want. Something like that, or maybe without a border at all. No line. That's more what I want. Just kind of a flat thing, I think. Let's copy that and come back over here. We'll paste it. It's still going to be big, but we can control that by just coming into the view box here and saying like height 24, something like that maybe. And now it's not bad, but it should be a bigger button. And maybe we want to actually inside the button have a stack panel here where we have a text box in front that's going to say try now. Like that. And then after that, then we put the view box. How's that? Looking a little better. We want to put a margin maybe around this guy of like maybe 4. Let's see how that looks. Getting better. We need some margins on the try now piece right here. M0 template, one of my favorites. On the left, go maybe 10. The top, we need to bring that down maybe 6. The right, maybe 10, and 0 on the bottom. See how we're doing there. Try now. It's working, getting there. Maybe drop that to 4. There we go. Getting there. Now on the other side of the view box, we need some margins here as well. At the very least on the right, we need that same 10 margin there. How we doing? Not bad. I kind of want to now that I've done this, I want to change the margin. I want to switch these left and right. I think I want the play button on the left, the try now on the right. See how that looks. It's not bad. Little tight here and here at the top and the bottom. I'm going to start by trying to drop this down a bit. It's not bad in terms of the size of the button and all of that. Got to get that trino centered up in there. We might be able to do that with a vertical alignment of center and then get rid of that and see how that looks. There we go. Okay, so we got a try now button up at the top. So the try now button, what that's going to do is it's going to take the first step. It's going to copy it into Visual Studio, replacing the contents of whatever file this is actually connected to. So the cool thing about this is that we're going to be able to, sorry, this is distracting me up here. We're going to be able to match, yeah, there's a few more things I want to change about that button up there. But we're going to be able to basically match a list of steps with individual files that are out there and saved as part of the project. So all I'll need to do is like highlight one of these, and when I do that, this will update to the steps associated with that file. So let me fix the other things in here. This is too close, right up here. So we need to kind of match this border that we're seeing down here, just too close to the edge. This needs to be centered, I think, so at least this baseline is lined up with that baseline there. So let's take care of this one first. That's the button. Where were we? Here. So the button margins are here. I'm going to try just M4 for now. What's that do? Okay, not bad. This is a mess, so we got to fix this. Clean mode over here. Where's clean mode? There it is right there. I guess let's start by taking the top margin, bringing it down. It looks like it needs to come down about maybe 12. It's looking close. Maybe 2 more pixels. 14 for clean mode. Next, I want to set the height of it to maybe, what, 18? There. You know what I don't like? I don't like this. Right here. Whoops. Zoom out a second. I don't like this. So here's what's happening. The focus rect is drawing right up. In fact, it's even drawing right over the letter E right here, right? The problem is it's interfering with our feature detectors, which we use for reading, because it's kind of making that E different, looks different than it would without that. We typically need some space around the edge is what we need. So I want to fix that. I can't add spaces here though. Adding spaces here is not going to do anything. So that's not going to work. I think the best way to do it is to come in here and add it like as content. And now I can add a space here, I bet. There we go. It just needs an extra space there. Okay. Now something's wrong though. I thought we had this thing lined up here, so it was lined up. Let's try something else. Vertical alignment. Let's change the Y offset to 0 there, but let's do vertical alignment. Did I already center? I already set it? No. Okay. There we go. It's not bad. Yeah, so now I'm kind of debating between, okay, do I line up the baselines of these? Or do I make this centered inside here, the box? And I think I'm actually okay with the baselines not lining up. I can make this less of a problem by increasing the space here, right? So our eyes aren't like, wait, feels like they should be lined up. Yesterday I mentioned I was using new technology to develop this, and you called it callout. Yeah, or something like that. Could you explain new technology? Sure. Yeah. So the new technology is the technology that shows these callouts right here. That is technology we actually developed here on the show. Let me open up another. And this is not. I say it's new because we haven't distributed yet. Let me open another one. So this is a training solution I'm opening up. The one I'm opening up, it's on another monitor. I'll drag it over here in a sec. Okay, here we go. Whoops, that was too far. All right. So this is the technology. It's in here. When I expand this there, you can see it there. So this is the call out. The cool thing about the call out is I can move it around and it continues to point. I can scroll the window up and down and it continues to point to the item, right? So it changes its shape as I move it around. So the call out is, this is somewhat essential from my perspective to learning quickly. So here's what happens. As I go through, I hit enter, and it then takes me to the next piece of code that it wants to explain. It explains what's happening, and then I can press enter again. You can see right up in there it says press enter, right down there. That's in a smaller font because it's not the important piece, but it's still there in case you're brand new to the technology and you're brand new to the learning environment, that sort of thing. It just tells you, oh, press enter. And so I just press enter like that. And when I press enter on the last time here, then the next step comes in. Now, that's it right there. They're telling us click for sample code, and I'll say okay. So I'll do that, and then there you can see the technology again. This technology is scales, I think. Can I zoom up or not? So if I zoom up, it won't scale right now. But if I'm now at this zoom level and I create the next one, there, it now creates it in the larger font for us there, like that. This is...
Genescu 7, where are you? We need your help!
Oh, yeah, all right.
That guy's never here when you need him. That guy's bad. He's shooting up the screen. Genescu 7 is here! I did this way better the other day. I faked my arm getting chopped off. It's great. Thanks for the explanation. You're welcome, Hector. Genescu 7, welcome. It's Fred who have unit for work. That's right. It's Fred. Fred says hi. So yeah, it points to the center. We wrote this. This is some really cool stuff, right? Even getting and figuring out this shape so that it's pointing to the right spot, right? What it's doing here, again, it's connecting the center of this with the center of this, right? That's what it's doing. So it doesn't matter what angle it's from. It also, there's the motion that happens. Ripper Dev, welcome. Just in time. Yeah, the motion that happens. When I come down here and I click enter, right, it moves in. So it draws your eyes to it, right? So you can read what's happening here. And that's just kind of what's going on, right? We just listen, look at what's happening. It's pointing to the important parts of the code, explaining what's happening in each one, and then that's it. So this is one that I built from hand, and what I'm creating is a tool to crank these out really fast. That's what I'm trying to do. Summary is here. When I click this, it expands to this bullet pointed kind of list, and there's a corresponding element in here. If I want to create a summary piece, I can come down in here and go grab my buttons and then go find the summary. And when I click on summary, here's what we learned, and I can say what we did. We added a NuGet package, that sort of thing. ... More cool stuff here. Yeah, the movement is nice. Yeah, it's slow. The movement is also, it's got acceleration and deceleration as well, which is why it looks nice. If it was just like that, it would be like a little disruptive. So anyway, this is how we create. We're going to create summaries this way, in this model, where we'll be able to just pop that there, put these pieces here, and then hit the try now button, and we'll be able to try it all out. And we'll get one step. We'll go through all the steps like that. So all the complexity of what it took to create this is going to go away, and things are going to get much better, much easier to create the content. The other thing that's cool about this is, wait, did I lose it? Lost where I was going. There was another piece cool. I don't remember where I was headed. Sorry, kids. I got distracted mid-thought and lost it. All right, Weirdbeard. Let's do your suggestion from yesterday. Yesterday, Weirdbeard suggested that we, where is it? To do focus mode. The active script step control has high contrast. The others have lower contrast. So we're going to try and make focus mode work and see how that looks. It's running right now. I want to get let's go to the clean mode checked. I just want to see if I can by hand change the background color of one of these documents and just see if it works, because I've never messed with the flow document before. I'm not sure if I can change its background color and it'll change and update everything. I hope it does, but I don't know. So we'll set a breakpoint here, and we'll click the clean mode button, and then we'll try to create that. So let's see if we can do this. Let's copy that line of code down here. Let's maybe create a new method called test background color, like that. And we're going to say if list steps dot selected item is a script step control, then we're going to say script step control. We're going to try just setting background directly the first time is equal to new solid color brush, and grab colors dot let's do cadet blue. It's a little obvious. It wouldn't be a party without Genesco 7 without some weird guys showing up like that guy. I just made a mess all over my code. I should. Okay, not. Yeah, I'm not going to touch that. Okay, so test background color is there. Let's go step into that and see how we do. And so we're now changing the background color. And what have we done? Yeah, that's not cool at all. So that's not quite what we want. Terranum raiding with Party 6. Terranum, thanks for the raid. I'm so glad you're here. I'll be with you in just a second. I just gotta race my car. sync on that's not great. That's partially my fault, I think. Can probably get that better. I've never seen this one. Another cool one. Yeah, it's all right. It's not bad. Welcome, guys. Thanks so much. We are in the middle of an interactive training spike that we're working on inside of Visual Studio. The idea is we want to create training, interactive training for developers so that developers can create a training solution and give it to other developers, and they can open up that solution and then take the interactive steps that are built into the solution to learn about a particular technology or topic. It's an idea. And, you know, as with all ideas that I find interesting or that we find interesting, sometimes we pursue them and we see what we can do with them. And that's what we're doing. We're trying to work on and creating an editor so that we can create the step-by-step training very easily. That's what we're working on now. And we're also going to work on consumption. We've kind of already worked on consumption a bit so that consumption is fast. So that's very fast to learn and understand what's happening. I was just demonstrating that. I'll do a quick demo of that one more time. Let's come over here. Consumption. Dang it, I never remember the syntax. Wait, for what? Oh, for Fred. Interactive spikes sound painful. It's a colon. You need a colon after the word Fred, and then a quote or an open paren. So it's going to be Fred, colon, and then a space, and then a quote for, say, this, or an open paren if you want him to think something. Dino Crisis following, like that. And so you've got to, there's the thinking. So thinking is with a paren, speaking is with a quote. But you are going to need that colon, unfortunately. All right, so here's the consumption. Here's what we worked on. Consumption. What's Weirdbeard? Party 5. You know, Weirdbeard, I can give you Party 5 for right now. Let me just click on it. There goes Barrel Murky. That's right. Oh, and I'm not a level 4 anyway, says Taranam. Yeah, you know what I can do, kids, though? We can, you know, without too much effort here, we can come in and say, level up. That's just me with my yarn party there. Pudding says it's that time of the day. Come on, man. Taranum's going to put some pizza in the oven. Oh my goodness. That's where I want to be, by the pizza. I'm gonna go get some pizza. Whoa! Ah! Ah! We made it back. All right, I was going to show you a little bit of the. This is what consumption looks like. So you know, these things are all errors because I'm in the middle of the lesson right now, and I didn't do the other steps in the lesson up to this point. But the part I wanted to point to was this right here. So it just allows us. Okay. Thanks, Genescu 7. Dinochrist is like, what's going on? This is the info property we had right here. Yeah, so the idea is we just hit enter, just hit enter, just hit enter to get through it. That's the consumption, right? So it points to what's going on. First, we create a new unit of work. Oh, I see it, and it's highlighted just this piece right here. Then we query. Okay, I see the call, right? Revealing the data contents for each instance stored. So now I see exactly what's going on right here, right as I go through that. And we send it out to the console. Who's that? Oh no! That's Sprinkles, the battle unicorn. Right there. Right there. That's Genescu 7 flexing his power muscles. All right, so we'll run it all back. So consumption looks like that. Basically click, read, enter, 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 see what's happening, look at the code. That's what is cool about it, right? Is that it says, here, this part's doing this. We're juxtaposing the information that describes the code with the code right there. So you see that selected piece. And we're making it so that we can build that quickly. That's what we're trying to do here. So, let's work on focus mode. So we're trying to change the color of the background text here. We tried just setting the color of the background of the control itself. That didn't work. Let's see if we can get a breakpoint here. Yeah, it just did this. That's a mess. That's not what I want, really. Although, when this is shown, it's not bad. I mean, this color's bad, but when, I mean, these controls are shown when we're not in clean mode. Okay. Background color, we need more than this. Let's create a method called set background. We'll pass in this. Let's get it a little bit better to something that we really can work with here. It'll look good. I'm going to, assuming we're in a light theme, I'm going to go with that for now. Let's create set background in here. So in background, we're going to say, okay, background is equal to solid color brush. I think I can do that. And the part I'm not sure about is, can I share the brush? Yeah, I can. Okay, then I'm going to go to the document, and hopefully document's got a background property. Look at that, it does. And that's, whoops, we want to, whoops, hello, equals, not going to suggest it. Come on, you had it a second ago, Visual Studio. Come on, there. All right, so now we're going to try this, run. I think this can work. Okay. All right. So background, this seems to be able to work. Get rid of this. That was our test right there. Oops, it doesn't like that I deleted something. Okay, so for focus mode to work, we need to know when the selection changes. Selection changed. We're in here. We go through all the items, we get the script step control. We call hook events on it. And we check to see if it's selected. All right. So we could come in here and say set background. And for now, we could just say brushes dot white, like that. And then down here, we can set the background to a different color, and we're going to say brushes dot, wait, do I have like a really, really light gray that's in the named colors? Let's try white smoke. See what it looks like. Whoops. All right, let's run it. Where are you? You're running, but I don't see you. The app's not up. What has gone on here? This change has somehow led to a problem. PayPay Dev is now following. Thanks for that follow. No code to show because all threads are executing external code. What's happening? There, it just showed up now. Let me try that again. That seemed uncharacteristically really long to show up. Nope, it showed up immediately this time. Okay. All right, so we only have one. Let's add a step. Come over here. Yeah, there we go. Got kind of a focus mode going here. It's not bad. It's not bad. The white can go even brighter, I think. Add a step, add a step. When we add them, we're not going through and doing it, but now we're doing it now. So this is kind of how it works. Okay, so it's got to be brighter. It's got to be a little brighter. It's a little too dark in terms of focus mode. Also, this background isn't changing right here. We need that background to change as well in the set background color. So this is going to be had it. There it is right there. Okay. All right, let's create some brushes. This will help us out later when we're working with themes on this. So we're going to create a brush. This is going to be our focused brush. And we'll have another one that we're going to call maybe inactive brush. This one is going to be equal to and this one will be equal to white. And this one we're going to change from white smoke. Is there anything else? White smoke is right up in this space here, right? Where was white smoke? There. Mint cream, ghost white. Let's see how good or bad ghost white is. All right, we'll need to restart. This is the renaming. All right, add some steps here. I think that's working. That's working for me right there. How's that looking for you guys too? You guys are getting kind of a compressed version of what I'm seeing, so you may not see anything, but for me this is feeling like it's working pretty well. That's my focus mode. Now, for focus mode, to completely work, when I add a new step, I don't go take care of the problem again. Now I've got multiples that are not focused. I have to click on them. See, I got two that are here that are looking like they're focused. So when we add a new step, we have to make sure that that the current one is no longer focused. That's what I think we have to do. Request add step is the event that comes from down below. We call it insert step control. Fix up screen parts. Well, I kind of feel like this code that's inside of here, this is selection changed. Yeah, this code at least should be extracted into its own method. This should be, what are we doing in here? We're setting things enabled or not based on whether there's a selection. Hold on, I didn't grab enough here. We're going to go from here to here. I'll take this whole thing. So this sets the background color, sets focus mode, determine what's been selected. I think I'm just going to extract it to a method called handle selection changed. And I'm going to copy the code that basically says, are we selected? I'm going to copy some of this, not all of it, just a little bit of it, and put that in fix up. So I'm going to take the first line of code. I'm going to, this one is interesting. I don't know if I need this or not. I'm going to comment this out for now and see how it works. If it works fine, great, I'll delete the line. Then we're going to set the background here or set the background there. So all we're doing there is just setting the background color. Like that. Okay, let's see how it looks and works now. So now we're going to go click add step. We should see only one of these be light for focus mode. Yeah, that appears to be working. Although after I add the next step, I want to select the new one that I just added. So in other words, when I click add step, down here should be selected, not up here. We should go to there. And if anything, well, at least if we're not in clean mode, if we're in this mode that we're in now, this should be selected. And we have a tab order problem too, I just noticed. Tab gets me to here. It skips over the middle. That's because of the way the layouts are here. So we have to fix that as well, fix the tab order problem. Okay, so first thing is when we add a step, I want the step we add to be selected and have focus. So let's work on that. We don't need this, it looks like. Suppose I can inline this temp. Request add step, insert step control, items.insert the new step. Then I'm going to say list steps dot selected item is equal to new step. And I bet I don't need to do that anymore because it's going to say, oh, selection changed. Let's try that. So I'm here and I do add step and there we go. That's not bad. Not bad. Now inside new step, I think I want to say new step dot focus first control, like that. And for focus first control, we're going to say, well, are we in clean mode or not? Do I have a property here by chance? Oh, I do. Look at that. So if clean mode, then we're going to say, is it the document? No. Is it, or is it the script editor? Script. I thought we had something called script editor. Here, hold on. Let's look at the XAML. Can we go to that? Script step control.xaml. Called step editor. Okay. Step editor dot focus like that. And if that doesn't work, if that's not the case, then we're going to say else, and we're going to say tbx description dot focus. So depending on which mode, it's going to take one of those two controls and give it focus. Let's do that. Hot reload. See how that works. We're up here, add step. I'm not seeing a focus here. Let's go to clean mode, see if we see any difference. Here, oh, we can't add the step when we're in clean mode. Okay, we don't have a way to do that now. What's wrong? I think this is working. Let's call it later, though. Let's call it later. I want to see if this will work. We call it a little bit later. Coding Girl, if you can hear me and you're out there, you want to ban this this kid out here? All right. Trying to get me to buy some followers. All right, and then when we get the selection changed event, that's when I want to try it there. I want to see if this, if we can. Mm-hmm. Hey, Frank. Welcome. How you doing, buddy?
Na 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 na.
What? Yeah, come on, yeah.
Na 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 na.
Yeah, come on, come on, come on.
Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Welcome, Thindle. Have some salt. He's here. He's not rushed, and he's not particularly thin. Are we talking about Thindle? How you doing, buddy? What do I have here? I'm going to do this, and then that, and then we're going to do this, and we have to set this to false. There. I'm not rushed because Code Rush makes my rush go away. Thought it was funny. That's cool. Okay. Let's see if we get any better luck by deferring this to later. I'm wondering if maybe here or here we're changing the focus. Zoom! Zoom! I'm going to take about 2 months off, starting in a couple weeks. And I'm just sitting here wondering, what am I going to do during those months to improve the show? Am I going to actually create more of these dance parties? They are really fun, but I'm like, to be honest, I don't have any spare time that I anticipate to work on that. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. It'd be nice if I could create a couple, one or two. Okay, so now we're going to do add step, and we're looking for focus. It didn't work. I still think it's a timing problem. Do I get an upgrade from that time? Probably not. Fred, I'm sorry, buddy. I know you're no, I'm not. It's not it wasn't an option for you to be able to answer. Okay, that wasn't like what? Fred. What? Fred. Seriously. Just be calm. Fred. All right, so we're trying to do this. We want to get, when I click here to add step, I'm trying to get this guy to get focused. You'd think it would not be hard to do, but I think what's happening is the focus is happening later, and that's what I think is happening. Let's see if we can actually tap the next reference on those focus pieces. Yeah, I don't need that anymore. Let's go find focus. There it is. Image inserted. Would there be an image inserted in that scenario? Maybe, yes. Button link click. That just puts focus back on the step editor. Delete on final target. Insert images caret. Save data active image. Mouse up. That might be my problem. Let's see what happens. Click. Nope, I'm not getting the mouse up. That's not my problem. Good. See where else I can find. Focus first control. Well, we definitely are coming in here. Yeah, I'm not getting it. I guess I could do this. Set breakpoints at each one of these. Yeah, it's not here. That's not going to happen. That's not happening. That's not happening. That's not happening. Maybe we're inserting an image in some cases, but not all the buttons. No, we shouldn't be getting here. Save data to active image. Doubt it. User control mouse up. We already set a breakpoint here and nothing was happening. Then we've got these. Maybe it's WPF framework or, you know, the list box, something like that. Add step. Description focus. Yeah, I think it's timing. I think something's coming in after us and refocusing this outermost control. I'm trying to think of the most efficient way to fix this, to solve this problem. I think I want to put this in here. That's what I think I want to do. And I don't think I need any of this here. Then we've just got to still got to solve the problem when we do it. Is there an event that comes in when it receives focus? Got focus. Let's try this. Yeah, are we going to, let's rebuild. The problem? Somehow we didn't like that. Okay. Not doing it. It really doesn't want to do it. We coming out here? Let's see, do we get that? Yeah, we're getting here. His focus is true. I could hook up to I'm thinking about hooking up to a lost focus event on this to see when we lose it. But I don't think it's really going to tell us much. Whoa! I didn't get it. And we actually have focus here. What? What? Did it actually work and somehow I missed that? Hold on. Add step. It's not working there. And we're not getting this lost focus thing ever. Do I have to click in it? It says it needs to because it never solved that problem. Here we go. There's the lost focus, but that's the other one. Ugh, a nightmare. Okay, do we get that first event, that first breakpoint? We don't. We don't get this breakpoint right here. Is it because it hits first? Yeah, we're not getting the event. If I just click it, it's already got focus. We are not getting the first step control got focus. That's not coming in. What has focus? It's such a small thing, and it implies that the fix is a small thing as well. I can solve it with the timer, which I hate, but it seems like that's pretty straightforward. Will it focus? Let's throw a timer at it just to see if it works. It should work. Let's go back to where we are making the call that we need to do it. I think it's over in the training builder. It's in the selection changed event. I'm not seeing code that was going to set this. Where was that being set? Somebody else was setting it? Insert script step control. Oh, I see. Okay. Thanks, Genesis 7. I think I needed that. Focus first control soon. Let's just try it. We're going to write a quick timer here. See how we're doing in that space. Need to focus first. Do we even need that? We don't need that anymore. This is going to be gone. That's gone. That's gone. We need a timer. What happened? What did I do here? Oh, I deleted a field, I think. All right, we'll kill it. Set the interval to, I don't know, about 400 milliseconds. We'll start the timer, and then when we get here, we're going to call focus first control. See what happens. I think it's going to work, and then we'll be like, okay, now what? Do we keep the timer? Oops, I'm getting build problems here. Okay, running again. Add step. Okay, let's bring up the call stack. We need a dispatcher invoke right here to get it on the UI thread. Try it again. Okay, add step. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's definitely a timing issue. That implies that something, I think, the list box is focusing its own idea of what it thinks it needs to focus. There may be a better way to do this. Look at this. Well, this is a nightmare because I never stopped the timer. Let's go take care of stopping the timer. That would be a good idea. Come on, Mark. There we go. Also, here, I want to do a select all. I don't think I want to do it here, though. Yeah, that's what I want to do. All right, so let's look at this now. Ads, let's make it go bigger, full screen. All right, add step. That's not bad. But I don't see the caret flashing in here. If I type something, yeah, it's got focus. Oh, wow, look at that. They've implemented it. So you don't see the flashing caret if there's a selection? What? Oh, man, I disagree with that. Okay, well, I'm not going to rewrite the control. That's unusual. That's really unusual. It doesn't make sense. Why is it valuable? Well, one is I can tell which side the anchor's on and which side the flashing caret's on. So I know which way I can have control of, which, if I'm just looking at it like this, I know which side I can move by holding down Shift and the arrow keys. Yeah, I call that kind of a mistake. I don't think that's a good idea. All right, but at least it is. Yeah, it's also not good too because the caret flashing draws your eyes in so you see it. In other words, if I don't select it, you'll definitely know it's got focus. But if I do, this is intriguing enough. I want to do a search and see if anybody else is talking about this. Text box, no, no caret when there is a selection. Please let someone be talking about this. There we go. I'll take that. This is wrong. You are absolutely wrong with this statement here. Hold on. Weirdbeard says, yeah, sometimes the minimal designs hurt more than they help. They really should have a caret. Here, good reason the caret isn't displayed when, I'll explain why they're wrong. When text is selected, typing will result in the selected text being overwritten, not having new characters appear after the selection, which a caret would imply. I disagree. However, if you must do it, oh, wait, what? I believe you have to roll your own caret. For example, customizing the caret of a WPF text box. That looks like that's not working. Strong internal connection between caret and the index and selection. If the selection was set. Yeah, I totally disagree. Here's why. It also, yeah, it brings your eyes in. It's so valuable. It's such a mistake. Oh, I'm going nuts now. Okay. No, not a good reason, guys. I disagree. Yeah, a caret is meant for positioning, but it also tells you which side of the selection the caret's on and which side the anchor's on, right? Because I can only extend from one side, right? It shows me what's going on. The other reason that's valuable in some editors, in some worlds, even in Visual Studio, they have this command to swap the locations. I'm pretty sure Visual Studio does. Swap the locations of the anchor with the caret, which is also useful if you have tools that are logically creating blocks of selections for you, right? I select something from the block from here to here, and I want to extend it from the side that the anchor's on. I have to swap the anchor with the caret, swap it. So anyway, yeah, I disagree with that. I think we could make a pretty good argument about it. This feels daunting, though. I haven't even clicked on the link, and I'm scared. Yeah, you don't know which direction it'll move. Also, you don't get anything flashing to bring your eyes in. Yeah, this I think is a read later. Well, this I actually suddenly have hope reading this paragraph right here. What are you doing? Oh, you're throwing a canvas on top of it. And you're using a border called caret. Okay, that's just getting ridiculous and a little fun. Okay. So they're doing basically, that's really interesting. So they're taking a grid, throwing the text box in the grid, but also a canvas, and the canvas has got a border with an animation that does whatever you want it to do. Displays itself, stops, that sort of thing. Okay. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that, using a storyboard to make that work. Yep, I like this. That's good. Selection change last focus and got focus. This is not too hard to do. Okay. I'm going to keep this on my, maybe my to-do list right here. Let's go take this URL. Let's go into my to-do list here. Show caret even when there's a selection in a text box. Because what were they thinking? Let's see, does the flow, I bet the flow document doesn't do that. If I'm here and I start selecting, oh my gosh, it does it too. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay. This one's not that big of a deal because we're never doing a select all in it. We're never going to do that. Yeah, I disagree with it. I totally want to be in a debate with somebody who has maybe more information than I do on this. I want to be in a debate with a person that said, no, here's why. Because I'm super disagreeing with it for now. Okay, so we got our focus mode. It's kind of working. We add a step. It's highlighted right there. I do want to drop that 400 milliseconds down to about maybe 200 now and see if that works. Let's try that at 200. Let's restart. Here it is. Click. That's better. Yeah, the 200 is pretty good. Let's drop it to 150. Maybe 125. That's essentially instantaneous from human brains perspective. Essentially instantaneous. All right. Click. That'll work. Okay. Next, I want to fix tab order. I want to be able to tab from here to here. Need to figure that out. I think it's something called index, but I'm just not remembering it. WPF tab order. I just checked 3 different apps and they all do the same thing. VBA Editor, LibreOffice, Calc, and Trello Windows app. And the address bar in Vivaldi does the same thing. Well, probably because they're all using the same controls. Is that possible? Look at this. It's the whole world is against me. Same thing here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm still in disagreement. I'm kind of in disagreement. There needs to be something to, because I've had this problem before where like, wait, what's the active thing? What's the piece where my foot caret is? Generally in places where there's maybe more visual noise up here. It's tab index is what it looks like. Is that it? Just give me the answer. What is it? Is it tab index? Simply give a relevant control and number in the tab index parameter and use the tab stop for the text box. Simply control tab order and dialog. Okay. So tab index is what looks like what we're going to do. I never really noticed. Usually I highlight and act so quickly. Right. Yes, but that's not the problem. The problem is I want to be able to say, hey, get your eyes over here. And I want the caret is a great way to bring your eyes in. That's why. Okay. Okay. All right, that's what we're looking for. So tab index, we're going to set that. So I want this to be first, that to be second. I definitely want it to be a tab stop. Let's go to the XAML. That's going to be here. And so my description is already naturally here. Sorry. Here, I think, tab index. What? Oh, I'm in a text block, sorry. Text box, there we go. Now expecting here to be able to say tab index is equal to 0. There's tab index. I'm going to just stop it running here for a sec. And the next thing that I want to get to is the step editor. Tab index here is going to be 1. And next we have the add step button. Tab index is 2. This one's going to be tab index is 3. By the way, something I did that's kind of cool here is I selected this. This only works when you're not debugging. I actually selected this, hit Control-Alt-Enter to mark that using multi-select, then selected the whole piece, copied it, and now the piece that's highlighted will be focused whenever I paste. So now, what is this? Next step options, these checkboxes. I guess, can I do a stack panel here with a tab index? Looks like I can't. So I've got to come in here and do these individually. Thintel's asking, am I the only one who feels like I'm working more against than with XAML? I don't know. It's kind of like it's kind of a thing. There's definitely, it's powerful, I think. That's a fair statement. But it is sometimes a little bit daunting. Tooling has definitely gotten better over the years. That's about all I have to say. It's still not perfect. Like, for example, there's no tool to automatically set tab index. Tab index is not automatically created inside of a dock panel the way it should be, even though you could kind of infer it automatically. It could all be inferred. I actually wrote a tool that automatically declared tab indexes or tab order for Delphi forms back in the Delphi days when Coders was inside Delphi. This is really cool. You could come in and say, I want tabs to go, the way I read, left to right, top to bottom. Or I want tabs to go top to bottom, left to right. And then what it would do is figure out where everything was on the form and set the tab indexes automatically. It's really nice. Definitely get you a head start here. So this is going to be, what are we at? 4 now? Nope, can't be there. Sorry. It's a whole stack panel, text blocks, radio button. Fine, we're going to do this. That I think is now at 4. Is that right? My last tab index there. Okay. And then this radio button is going to be 5. And the delete step, I guess, will be 6. If I got all this right. The other problem with not doing it automatically and just figuring it out is if I add any controls that can potentially messes with this. Okay, let's run it and see how the tab stops are working now. Okay, so we click add step, and then I'm there, type something in, hit tab, yes, down here. It's where I want to be, like that. Hit tab, yes, tab, tab, sweet. Let's hit the other button now. Oh wait, one more tab. We get to there, sweet. Hit this button now. And hello, tab, tab, tab. Wait a second, something's missing. I need to add one of these. Start next step when there's something else I need to see the different UI. I think it's, is it this and that? What am I not remembering here? Gonna have to search for the control. here. Where's my radio buttons? Here they are. Next step button options. I need to find out when these are visible. It's got to have a final target, has a next step comment, and it has to have a final target. Got it. So here, there it is. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, tab, 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 tab. That's what I want to see. Okay, good. Now, the downside is, where am I hitting now? What's that? What did I just hit? Who's got focus? The list box had focus. Hold on. The list box item, I mean. Tab, and oops. I'm using up and down arrows here. Hold on a second. Yeah, I can see when the list box has focus. That wasn't what it was. It was tab, 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 tab. Nothing is clear in terms of what has focus. If I hit up arrow, down arrow, nothing is happening. What's got focus? How can I tell what has focus? Focus element on the keyboard class. Okay. I feel like I got to kind of come in and hijack the mouse to get this, like a preview mouse down. No preview mouse. Oh, wait, there it is, right down there. Preview mouse down. And then it's on keyboard. Is that what it was? Keyboard. Dot. Focus element. That's what I want. Put a breakpoint there. I think I've got the problem space. Let's click. What's my focused element? What? I'm getting nothing when I hover over it. It's the grid splitter. Interesting. The grid splitter. This guy? Yep. But down here. And the grid splitter doesn't make sense to be a focused element here. Okay, I'm going to have to clear the breakpoint for a second. I started music and we just lost it immediately. There we go. Okay, so now tab, 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 tab. There, I see it. Okay. We need to conditionally set it whether it's a tab stop or not, and we needed to make it a tab stop right after this one. Let's do both of those things. So tab index here is 1. Is tab index by chance a double property? That would be so sweet. Because then I could just say 1.5. Looks like it's an int. System Windows controls. I think this is WPF. All right. Okay, so that means I need to, everything that's tab index needs to all be incremented. Okay, so this is going to be 7. I'm using just tabbed index reference, hitting Shift Tab to go back here to each one of these. Tab index, that's going to be 5. Tab index. What? Did I have 2 5s? Or 2 4s apparently. All right, dang. Go back and do it one more time. This is going to be 8. This is going to be 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. And there should be, that should be it. Right? There's 0. That stays the same. Let's go find the grid splitter. There it is. We wanted to set the tab index here equal to 2. Now, whether it's a tab stop or not, that depends. So I'm going to say tab is tab stop, set it to false here initially, and then whenever we, oh shoot, got to give this a name. Call this the detail splitter. Okay, detail splitter, and then we need to, there's something where we set the column definitions. As I recall, the width and height of the column. Let's go search through the code for column. And there I recognize the code showing up in the search on the other monitor. It's this block right here. So if the active detail editor is null, then we want to see detail splitter dot is tab stop. Do I need to stop the app to get some intelligence here? There we go, is equal to false. And then otherwise, we're going to set it equal to true. Down here. So it's only a tab stop if the detail editor is actually being shown. Okay, good. Let's try it again. Okay, so tab, and then we go from here to here. If I put the caret in an image and I hit tab now I'm here. Good. Detail, uh-oh. We need to get to the detail. The details should start at 3, I think. Let's see if we can go. I want to go from here. Whoops, sorry. I want to go from here to there to here. That's what I want to do. And my question is, do I set this tab stop to 3 or 0? Like, do I set the outer piece to 3? I don't think so. I think it's going to say user control doesn't have a tab index property. That's my guess. Let's go into bring up the solution explorer and go find the detail editors and look at the callout. Does user control? Yeah, does it have a tab stop property? I don't think so. It does. It has a tab index property. Okay, hold on. So let's go look at when we create this. Down here's where we create the active detail editor. Let's see if we can say tab index. What? It's not there. Because what type is it? It's an iDetail editor. I see. Okay. All right, so we'll, typecast it to a user control. If it's user control, we're going to say user control dot tab index equals 3. And what's the other tab index that's 3 that's out there? It's this one, the add step button. So we've got some conflict here. Let's just go change these. 4, increment each one of these. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that it? That looks like that's it. Okay, run it. See what happens. Click. Tab, tab. No, it comes down here. Maybe I'm missing one other thing. Is tab stop? Tab, tab. No, it comes down here still. Oh, come on. How do we make this work? Grab your cups, people. Grab your cups. I'm struggling with a small user interface issue. All I want to do is get the tab stops working here. And I have dynamic user controls that I'm creating and loading up in this space. Let's see if the world has discussed it. I like when my hand's in the contrail.
He's in the house.
Grab your life vest, people. Yeah, you know what we need life vest for? It's that guy named this guy. That guy, you gotta watch out for this guy. This guy's coming in. Ah! Again. Every time. Hey, is anybody out there watching Raised by Wolves? I saw a preview and it looked a little intriguing. It's, I think, produced by Ridley Scott, one of my favorite directors, and just trying to get a sense of Raised by Wolves. Or anybody watching that, liking it? No, you're not getting double fanfares. Sit back. Sit back and sit down. Oh no! What? That one says pretty good. I hate it when it slices my midsection. Settings tab or nobody would use from user control like this. Use this in a window to set tempers. My window is loaded. The tab is not working correctly. Yeah, I'm with you on that. We don't like that. Inside now to user control at the same tab level. Since the controls inside your user do not have tab index specified, they get tab to last after the first tab cycle. But sometimes he decides to code. Yeah, he mostly dances. That's true. Pepe Nev says, this guy codes. Yeah. All right. Imagine Mark having video team meetings at work, randomly partying like that. Yeah, that would be fun, wouldn't it? Guys, I have something really, really important to say. see me on the dance floor, kids. I'm dangerous. Workaround is to set is tap stop to false on my user control. Okay, yeah, I'm okay. And then inside the user control, use a template binding to bind the inner controls tab index to the user controls tab index. Oh ho ho! Oh ho ho! Okay. That's kind of interesting. You must own the dance floor. Yeah. Or you can use keyboard navigation, tab navigation equals local. When your custom user control has more controls which have their own specific tab order valid only. Yeah, I like that. Holy cow, that looks like really sweet and beautiful. So what if I do that? What if I say that? Let's try that. How exciting would this be if we could make this work? I'm going to guess it false. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Keyboard navigation, where's that? What's going on? Doesn't work on the dance floor. I'll see myself out. When Mark shows up, no one dares to dance anymore. You know, actually last time my wife Karen and I, we were in Glendale and out with a friend, and we stumble upon like I think it's essentially it's a room. It's got a big dance floor, and there's an Armenian wedding taking place inside of this whole building. And Karen and I essentially crash the party. We crash the dance floor. We start dancing, and at some point, everybody separates and starts applauding us. There's whatever, we're so crazy. I don't know what we're doing. I'm sure it's not high quality dancing, but it's so crazy that they're applauding the crazy. And because it's a wedding, everybody's happy, and I think everybody assumes we're somebody's friend, and we're supposed to be there. And meanwhile, our friend who's watching is just like, you know, that. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, what's going on with keyboard navigation? Where is that on my user control? It's a property of the user control. Oh, did I just not? Maybe I just didn't. No, it's a user control. What's going on with keyboard navigation? I got to find this. WPF user control. No one ever dances well at parties. People just dance because it's fun. Sounds like you had fun. Yeah, it's true. It's an attached property. That's why I can't make it work. Okay, got it. So then we're expecting to see set tab navigation, that to, okay, sweet. I gotcha. Local. Okay, sorry about that. That was just an understanding issue right there. Stating the obvious. No one, yeah. Okay, set tab navigation to local. Is tab stop to false. And is that enough to make it work? Wouldn't that be sweet? Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And then 4, and we're out. That's a pro move right there. That's awesome. Now wait. Hold on. How do we get out? Let's see where we go when we go out. Because there's still something getting focus here. So we're right there where we want to be. Good. We're down here. Good. Where are we? Who's got focus? Let's go back to our mouse down. Preview mouse down. Set a breakpoint here. See who's got focus. It's the button Save Model. Here, that has focus. Is that what we think, really? Let's try it again. See if that gets focus. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, it's save model. Load model. Okay, I think we're okay. All up here, down here. Let's add a step. What happens when we have a step? Let's try it. Here we go again. 1, 2, 3, tab, 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 tab. We're out to save model. Okay, tab back. I did shift tab, and the next one's actually selected instead of the previous one. It's not too painful because I can up and down arrow to change the focus. It can work. It's way better though, way better than before. We're back out to save model. I love it. Okay, way better. Good. So I'm going to call that fixed. We're going to call that fix. So next, I want to add control page up and down to navigate focus among the steps. So if I'm here and I hit control page down, I want to jump to here, but then be inside this text is what I wanted to do. I want to go from, and I wanted to just, whatever control has focus, I wanted to keep that focus. So if I'm in the description and I hit control page down, I want it to be in the description below. So it's kind of a way to focus on something and just go quickly from all the steps to all the steps. So that's what I want to do. And, you know, as usual, I don't remember how to do everything in WPF. So let's come in here and type in WPF commands, tutorial. I don't know, just a real quick, kind of need to see how to do this. No, I just want to see something. Okay, no, thank you. Okay, command binding. And then where's my keyboard binding part of that? It's not really an application command here that we're talking about. I just want the keyboard binding, which I don't see here. So I guess I searched for the wrong thing. What do I want to bind? I want to bind a shortcut to an event, is what I want to do. Keyboard binding, and I don't remember how to do it. And I just want a piece of code that tells me how to do it. Hotkeys, keyboard event binding tutorial. That's what I think I'm looking for. Where's the XAML? Oh, no, what? No. What? No. It's a routed command. I see that. This is all code behind. Let's try it in XAML though. No XAML for me, really? Key binding. Okay. Got page up and page down right there. It's not quite enough. But we'll start with this. I'm doing this in the designer for the toolbar. Training builder control. It's not resources, right? What is it in? Maybe it is. Do I have an input bindings option here? It's probably just there and there. And get the ending out there like that. Okay. All right, so the key is going to be left control. Is there a plus page up? Page up is here. Do I do it with a plus? Looking like it doesn't like that. Gosh, don't mess with me. Don't do this, guys, right now. Control plus page up. They're using CTRL, I think, at least what I saw in the text. Let's see. And I specify just control plus page up. Maybe there's something else. Page up. What's my problem now? Index was outside the bounds of the array. Let's close down the app and see what we got. All right, do I have a modifiers option here? Modifiers, oh, I do. There we go, sweet. All right, that's what we're looking for. Okay, so page up control. I wish you clear mind. NMB. Thanks, NMB. Now I feel like, though, the spirits have listened to your wish and they're like, oh no, we're gonna get Miller. We're gonna get Miller right now. He's not gonna have a chance. Okay. It's going to be a different command. Yeah, go ahead, NMB. Ask your question. Ask your question. Okay. You want to create a program that visits Twitch without logging in, so no credentials. You just want to get the whole raw HTML. Yeah, I am not an expert in PHP or Python, so let's start with that disclaimer. If I was going to attack this, I would use a language I'm familiar with, which is C#, and I would go in there and do I think it's a web request can get you all that text. Lastmite comes in probably with a much more high quality answer. It says Python is good for web scraping, but a lot of sites block it. You can't scrape every site. I didn't know that. So the site can somehow tell Python is out there, I guess in the browser, and says no. All right, now I need to get some commands. I think we saw commands in the other place. Command bindings. I think I can give my own name here. I think I can say my custom command. And I can come in here. Can I, or maybe not? And that is what I was hoping for, but no. No. Can I get rid of it? Going to say it doesn't have something? Yeah, I wish there was a tool that just said create a new command, create a new shortcut. Because I don't want to use the existing ones. All right, let's try again. WPF declare custom command. Ooh, that looks like. I've got a class called custom commands. I've got my exit command right there. It's just like I grab it there. All right, sweet. So this is what we got to do. All right, let's build it. Where do I want to put it? Somewhere in this space. Wait. Last one says there's the interface I command which you can use to create a new ones properly. On my, hold on. Okay. So where do I put that? Where do I put iCommand? Are they using iCommand here and here anyway? No. Whoops, wait. Not anywhere here. I guess what I'm asking is who implements iCommand? It doesn't look like this guy does. I could add the routed UI command not to custom commands but to another location. Yeah, I think I'm going to, unless we get a real clear answer, I think I'm going to go with this sample code. That's what I think I'm going to do. Unless you can tell me last minute who implements iCommand. Is it my user control? I don't think so. All right, let's get this in the right spot, at least. That's going to be in it's a class you create for your command implementation. Okay. Copy, paste. I'll call this custom commands. Nope, I shouldn't have done that. I double clicked it. It's going to try and start up Visual Studio 2015. Should not have done that. There it is right there. Closing it down. No, yes, I'm sure I want to exit. Just exit. All right, so custom commands, we need to add that into the project here. These are all linked files. Edit project file. We've got something called button commands that I put right there, and then we're going to do this and call it custom commands. Okay, I also need to add that into CodeRush source code base. And we're starting, where are we? We're in VS Features Training Builder. Okay. Okay, let's see. We were in the tool window, I think UI and custom commands right there, include in project. Okay, good. Just have to make sure when I add new files that I include them in both of these. Okay, so here's my sample command. Is that all I need to be able to see it? Let's go see. Go to custom commands. That doesn't seem to make sense to me. It wants to, what's Prism Core? Is that what I'm looking for? Is this part of Prism? UWP. Okay, look at delegate command. Implements I command. Well, this is a sample, what it looks like. All right, let's just see if that can compile. Oh, you got to give it a different link for me? That's similar to what I just copied, it looks like. Let's take this. All right, let's look at it. Okay. All right, so we'll call this next step command. I guess what I'm wondering is the XAML going to see this now as valid? If I come over in here into command, what do I have to do to get this be okay? Well, we're getting that problem, but what else? Or am I using this the wrong way? Oh, it's found it. Or maybe not. It didn't break on the compile though. Or maybe it didn't find it. I'm a little nervous about that. I liked before when we saw it with the self syntax. He was grabbing it. Haven't worked with command binding yet though. Yeah. We saw something. So if I created an instance of this, so we haven't created any instance of this yet, but let's say that for a second, is this going to work or not? Is this just, yeah, this is like way, I feel like it's way more elusive than I was expecting. Let's just see if we came in here and said self. Nope, the self syntax doesn't seem to be working. Yeah, I'm just grasping at straws here now, it seems like. That's not working. All right, so let's go back. I'm about to totally run away from this real fast. I appreciate your help, Les Matt, but I am not. I'm not seeing enough that tells me how to use it. That's my problem. You see another example? Yeah, okay. I'm going to, we're going back to this. Yeah, this is what we're doing. Here. This is what I'm going to do. I'm doing this. We'll hope maybe get back to this last amount, your suggestions in a bit. But for now, I'm going to do this. Take that, do that. Custom commands. Do I need the namespace right here? Oh, come on. I wanted that to work. This is so frustrating. Ah. Lassimat's continuing to help. Yeah, it's kind of there. The problem is this, I'm creating my own custom command. Could maybe solve it in code behind. At some point, I feel confident I could pass something here that works and makes sense. Here we go. It's so hard, isn't it? Look at this. Look at how much they make me work for this. This may be what we need, though. See if we get any closer. It's actually not hard if you understand how it works or just use an MVVM framework. Well, we're not really using MVVM framework right now. We have some components of it, but part of the problem that stopped us from going down that path is the flow document doesn't support any kind of data binding. There's just no data binding in the flow document. So we kind of stuck by that. I wanted to use this. I wanted to see if I can make it any closer. Trying to get rid of this green underline here. Hoping to get there to custom commands previous step. My custom commands are out over here. Got a previous step there. There's my routed command. Feel like I'm getting close. But I seem to continue to be blocked right here. They're using local from this namespace. They're going to main window color command. They're doing something slightly different. In their example, their color command in the main window was an instance property of it, I think. Is that true? No, it was static. Just a routed command. That's what they have. What do we have? Static. It's a routed command. Why isn't it working? Yeah, I'm not even in hot reload though, XAML. I am not in. I'm not running right now, so the XAML designer should be kind to me. Yeah. So we have in custom commands. There it is right there. It's in Training Builder. That's the namespace. Training Builder is connected to UI right there. There's the namespace. It's looking freaking identical to the sample. Yeah, it's looking really, really close. Xstatic space. Then the word local. For us, we change it to UI. Then the class name. Then the command. And we're getting this really weird error. Maybe we should restart. The error is, well, here we go. Custom commands does not exist in the namespace. I disagree, it does. What if I delete this for a second and I just do a build? Build succeeded. Now it definitely is in the namespace. That was it? Yes. I'll get you. I'll get you. All right, fine. I had to delete it, then build, then paste it back in. All right, so can execute. New event handler. Oh my gosh. All right, we're going to get to this, some good names here. Should have worked with just rebuilding. I agree with you. I think I did it and it didn't. And then executed. New event handler. At least we're like moving now, right? And I'm just renaming each one of these because the names they're giving us are not great. Let's duplicate this. And this one is going to be called next step. Like that. And everything's good. Next, let's go into the code, duplicate these two, and call it next step can execute. Oh my goodness. Okay. So finally, getting close. Yeah, I remember having similar problems before. What's going on here? This is the same weird error. Index was outside the bounds of the array. Build succeeded. It goes away. Okay. Not sure what's going on there. All right. At any rate, now I'm feeling a little bit better. Now let's come in here, page up, binding into what to do here. Command is equal to key binding. Let's go look at the key binding examples again. Binding to custom command. WPF key binding custom command. Almost there. Just like that, binding some command. Where's the example? They've got it as an implementer of iCommand as a property, an instance property. That's not what we are doing. Yeah, I'm not a fan of doing that. That's the whole reason I've been working in this other space. Yeah, okay, I'll do it. I had like this inkling idea that maybe that was what I should do, but I didn't do it. So some name here, and we're going to call this next step, like that. And then up here, command binding. And I don't know exactly how do I do it. Is it X static? And then next step. I'm not sure what the syntax is on this. Lasamat, do you know that? Always use I command. Okay. Andre says, hello, man with lumberjack beard and Spartan voice. How are you? I don't think I got the Spartan voice. This is the thing I want. That's what I want to do. Command bindings, input bindings. I'm close. I just can't find an example. Static resource name. What am I doing wrong? Is it start with just, is it X? It's like that? Is it not name, maybe? Is it key? I feel like there's a key property here. Nope, that doesn't work. It's only name. Yeah, so I don't think that's going to work here. There's a resource key option here. No, it's not that, is it? I'm just totally trying to figure it out using IntelliSense. You got a link for me. Look at you, Lasamet, saving me. Okay, so I think we've done this right here so far. Yeah, we've done that so far. Although they're going right in without the word static in here. They're coming right in like that. That doesn't work. Okay. So I guess it makes sense. Of course, it's the same command link. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a messy. Tooling would really, really make that experience better. Command parameters, I don't think we need that. I think that's it. Okay, so control page up, and then we need control page down. And that was like the most uncomfortable bit of trying to figure something out. Yeah, this is the fighting XAML aspect of it. So I don't need this anymore, I think. Now we've got, let's see if it works. What I want to do is set some breakpoints out here and see if we hit them when I hit the keys. Okay, so up and running here. I'm going to hit control page down, control page up. Nothing is working. XAML's messy. Wish it worked like Blazor, where you can just mix code and design together. I forgot how that technique is called. A lot of modern languages use it nowadays. And it looks like nothing's working. I'm hitting control page up and page down, and nothing, no breakpoints are being hit. Well, I didn't notice this. Hold on. Let's hit Alt F4 and see what happens. Alt F4. Ah! So my bindings don't matter? They're in the code? They're hard-coded in the code? Oh, this is so cringeworthy. Really? These don't matter at all? Okay, I guess I can fix the code and make it work because I'm kind of like angry that I've been taking so long to get this working. All right, so let's do this. This is going to be page up, and the modifier is going to be control. Thought I hit control. There it is right there. And this is going to be page down. Oh my gosh, how hard did I have to work to get here? To do, make it less cringy. Yeah, I'm with you. Okay, so now I'm going to hit control page down, control page up. Nothing? Nothing? Do I have to not have focus there? Control page up and page down are doing nothing. Alt F4 worked before. What's going on? Yeah, I'm pretty confident this code is executing. It's executing. Control page up, page down are not doing anything when I hit them. Alt F4 was. Let me do just page up by itself. Nothing's happening. Why did Alt F4 work before? Something else must be taking it. There's something else must be going on. Hitting Alt F4. And it's just shut everything down. What? This is how it was before, as I recall. Nope, shut it down again. What is going on? Do we have to have focus inside of it? Maybe that's the problem. Somewhere in there, Alt F4. There, is that it? Okay, let's go back. Undo this, restart. Try to get that control page up, something to hit a breakpoint. Apparently it's got to have focus somewhere in here. Page up, control page up, Alt F4. Wow. So this one works and the others do not. Okay, now I don't even understand this. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's some tunneling, some bubbling. Somebody's grabbing the page up and says it's mine. Someone is. Yeah, this is not my happiest day right now. Not my happiest hour. I think we spent an hour going after this simple idea of trying to bind a shortcut to something. And there's enough hidden from us that's made this hard to find. I went into this thing thinking nothing can go wrong. Nothing can stop me. Right? I'm just taking a walk. What could go wrong? What was that? Uh-oh. Ah! Don't hit my water bottle. That's what I thought. Thought everything was going to go just fine. Fred said next step. Yeah. So we've got... All right, this looks hopeful to me. sprinkles. Got the answers in VB. Got a preview key down. And 2 methods on input binding precedence. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's painful. What else do we got down here? It says walk with sprinkles. Okay, let's give that a shot. Oh my gosh, would that be awesome? Let's see if we can make that work. I'm not going to do this one, but I am going to do that one right there. So we assume that the problem is in a text box.
Awesome!
Okay, I've got nothing there. I've got my script. Well, it's maybe my list box here. Maybe it's the list view. We'll say page up, modifier, control, not a command. Do the same thing with page down. Oops. Page down, not a command. Let's see if that helps us. I'm going to restart it. All right, here, let's add a step. Page, control page down. No, it doesn't do anything. Yeah, I think there's more problems here. Control page down. No, nothing is. It's like. Yeah, I'm suspicious that the list views. I'm going to just do this. I'm going to take page up and page down from the list view as well. Restart it. See if that we can get a breakthrough there. Nothing there. Let's tab out. Nothing, nothing, nothing. No difference in behavior. Wow. So it really seems to be that if you really want this to work, you don't do it the WPF way. We delete this, we delete the other, and we just simply handle preview key down. If it's even a list view, never seen a list view, you can just type in like a list. Never seen a list view, you can just type in like a text box. We can use the live visual tree to check on the controls and their properties. Well, thought I was looking at it right there, list view. That's the list of all the steps. And that's what has focus. Yeah, I think what I'm looking at is I'm looking at a preview key down. I hate to say it, but I'm just rejecting that which I'm told to do. And I'm rejecting it. That's where I'm at now. You can all be like, yeah, okay, Mark. I'm rejecting that. I'm rejecting this. Let's do this at least. We'll comment them out. I won't necessarily reject them, but I will comment them out. Like that. And I'm just going to do something really simple, which I'm thinking I should have done from the beginning, which is preview key down. I think I got the uppercase R's blocking it from seeing what I'm trying to get to. Preview key. Do I get a preview key down here? There it is. Preview key down, new event handler, there. Now set a breakpoint. This should all freaking work. Run it. And I'll just simply handle it and take it away. So now if I do control key, there we got it. And I did not get, maybe I don't want key down. Maybe I want key press. Do I get a key press? No? Okay. The reason I'm saying that is because I'm getting something for just the control key. But let's go ahead and see. If e dot key equals key dot page down and e dot modifiers, no modifiers. WPF modifier key down, like Shift, Alt, Control. Okay, so if we're here, let's see if we get a breakpoint there. Scroll page down, there it is, we got it. Okay. Page up and only control key down. Then I'm going to do something, but I want to say at least handled is equal to true. So nobody else gets it. Because right now, wait, let's see what else we got. These are all going to not be used yet, or not be used, because I commented out that code. Okay, So now what we want to do is move focus down or move focus up. So we're going to say focus next step, like that. And this one's going to be focus previous step. Declare them. This is how we should be writing code, nice and fast. Okay. So we're going to go into list steps dot selected index. Okay. If this is less than dot items dot count -1, then we can come in and say probably a plus on that. And focus previous step, well, if the selected index is greater than 0, then we can do a minus. Yeah, is this just going to be written in like a couple lines of code after spending an hour or two trying to figure it out? All right. Add step. Let's add step, add step, add step. Go to clean mode and oops. Looks like I got a breakpoint here where I don't want it. You're running. Okay. So page down, there we go. Control page down, control page up. Wow. All right. Thindle, thanks for your help. I appreciate it. And I apologize that I wasn't a good enough programmer to take your assistance and kick butt with it. Focus, though, is interesting. I move it up and down, so I go from here to here. I am changing the selection, but it's like we're not responding to the selection change event. I feel like we must be getting here, right? Control page down. We are getting here. I think I need this. A call like this. First step, trying to do it elegantly. Second step, trying to do it inelegantly, right? The older way. Third step, assigning it to another programmer for him to clean up. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to keep this code, I think, actually. I want to do this. I want to call focus first control soon. That's what I want to do. So let's come back over here, focus next step. And I need to somewhere in here be, I need it in here. If list steps dot selected item is script step control, then we're going to do that. Focus first control, like that, and I'm going to do the same thing in here, right there. Whoops, right there. Right, Fred? Okay, continue. Break, clear the breakpoint. Okay, so now carrot's here, control page down. Good, good, good. Now the carrot's following the focus like we want it to do. If I were to come in and turn off clean mode and have it here, control page down, that kind of can work too for me. All right. That was it, kids. I had a bad attitude today. I did. I was like, it was like I thought nothing could go wrong. You know? I'm like, I'll go for a ride on my... I'll go for a ride on my drone. Nothing can go wrong. Everything's all right. That's what I thought was going to happen. We'll send you over. Hopefully, Obother's going to redeem us with some awesome hardware stuff. We'll send you over to Obother. Thanks, everybody, so much for hanging out. Appreciate it so much. Thanks, Last Event, for your help. Everybody else, take care. Thanks for the dances.